Naeem Hines, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Hines. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Newton now to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
On 3rd down, Hines. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
They'll run for him with Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 36.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. This is Hines. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 30.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton will find Hines out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage.
Touchdown, Detroit! Terry McLaurin, 75 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. Now to the air. Rock. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They fake the give. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there. What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line. before going out. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run with Hines, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down now, it's Hines. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 7-7, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Now it's Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making a few mistakes.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first down, Newton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got the first down more across midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fournette, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Carrier. The The tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. It's so caught out of the 6. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Lions 16. Saints 7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Locke. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Shotgun snap to Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Pick drop by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now this one is tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On third down, it's Hines, and he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down the defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
and the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And pull it in. What a diving catch there. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard, 33 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside hit. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Hines. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down and 1.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll go with a big bank for it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your...
Now a hit, almost fumble. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Locke working out of the gun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. John Ross, 36 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
39-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Newton. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. Bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Saints 29, Lions 26.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That's out to his running back, Fournette. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They'll run with Fournette, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Down back at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on second and 14. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed. And a couple things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
40-yard line.
Down to the air. Lock. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tony Pollard. His second touchdown of the night. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Newton to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
43-yard line.
Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up a 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They'll spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Bullock will put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. So the field goal means we're back to a 1-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best. Did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.